When you hear the word strength, what's the first image pops in your head? Something bigger, faster, or maybe scaling greater heights. That used to be the standard. But these days, the rules of the game have totally changed. Now, true power is all about the ability to protect peace, create meaningful global impact, and build deep connections worldwide. And right now, Korea is absolutely buzzing with this new kind of energy. So, what's the real story behind this shift? Let's find out right here on What's Popping Korea. There's a fascinating rule when it comes to the ocean. The stronger you are, the less you're seen. And right now, Korea is officially taking on the challenge to build that very invisible power. The Korean government is launching a groundbreaking project to develop the ultimate game changer of the sea, a nuclear-powered submarine. Codenamed Project Jangbogo-N, this next-generation model carries the legacy of Korea's very first submarine, the Jangbogo. Packing the latest cutting-edge tech, the plan is to launch Korea's first-ever nuclear submarine by the mid-2030s. But you might be wondering, why a nuclear submarine? Korea already has an impressive fleet of submarines, and building a nuclear sub takes a massive amount of time and money. Well, the reason is simple. It is the absolute ultimate shield in the ocean. First of all, the endurance is on a whole different level. Regular submarines have to surface periodically just to recharge their batteries, which obviously makes them an easy target for detection. But a nuclear submarine? It runs on a small onboard nuclear reactor, meaning it can stay underwater and patrol the deep ocean for much longer. Simply put, it can watch over a wider ocean further away for longer periods. But what's truly groundbreaking is that this massive strategic asset will be built independently using Korea's own nuclear reactor technology and world-class shipbuilding expertise. No wonder the international community is watching this very closely. Let's check out the global buzz with our AI reporter, Chappie. Hi, Chappie.
All right, here I am.
So, I heard the global buzz over Korea's nuclear submarine project is huge.
Absolutely. Reuters and Bloomberg, known for their top-tier credibility, gave significant coverage to this story. They reported that a long-veiled national project of Korea has finally been formalized, highlighting Korea's independent shipbuilding technology and defense capabilities. Also, a noteworthy analysis from U.S. military outlet TWZ stated that if Korea succeeds in development, it would join the exclusive club of just 7 nations operating nuclear submarines, marking a key turning point in expanding the operational capacity of the Korean Navy.
Thank you, Chappie. So, even global experts agree that Korea's defense and shipbuilding capabilities have truly hit a world-class peak. But of course, there are still a few hurdles to clear, like securing nuclear fuel, following international regulations, and most importantly, coordinating with allies like the US. To address this, the Korean government has made 3 clear promises to the international community. First, Korea will not develop nuclear weapons. Second, it'll maintain airtight communication with the US. And third, it'll strictly follow IAEA safety protocols. Let's be clear, a nuclear-powered submarine is all about the energy source. It has absolutely nothing to do with nuclear weapons. This project isn't about fueling a conflict. It's a powerful statement to the world that Korea is building an ultimate shield to protect peace. Decades ago, this would have been unimaginable. But today, backed by world-recognized technology and defense power, Korea is officially stepping into this new frontier. Where will this incredible journey take us next? Make sure to stay tuned as we watch this future unfold together. Next up, let's talk about the OECD, often called the club of the world's leading economy. They recently released a very interesting report. Believe it or not, Korea ranked number 1 in economic growth among all OECD member countries for the first quarter of this year. While other major nations were stuck at a slow 0.4%, Korea crushed it with a 1.7% growth rate, taking the top spot. And behind this, the massive global AI craze. As tech companies worldwide rush to build their AI infrastructure, Korea's exports of high-performance semiconductors have absolutely skyrocketed. What makes this achievement even more special is that this year marks the 30th anniversary of Korea joining the OECD. And at this historic milestone, even the Secretary General of the OECD shares some highly meaningful praise. Right, Chappie?
Exactly. Matthias Cormann, Secretary General of the OECD, recently stated in an interview that Korea's open economic system and democracy are key foundations for its growth. He specifically emphasized that Korea's democratic resilience has been proven amid recent political turmoil. He also highlighted Korea as a rare example of a country that went from receiving aid to now providing it, playing an important role in international development policy discussions.
It's impressive that Korea is recognized for both its economic growth and its strong democracy and institutional stability. On top of that, Korea was elected as a vice chair of the OECD Ministerial Council this year. This means Korea is now in a position to voice its opinion on major global decisions. 30 years in the OECD, Korea has successfully turned early doubts into meaningful results. It's certainly exciting to see what the future holds. Summer vacation season is just around the corner. Have you guys made any plans yet? If you know any great vacation spots, let me know in the comments below. Now, when planning a trip abroad, what's the very first thing you check? Passport? Hotel bookings, rental car, currency exchange. Of course, it's all super important, but there's one more thing you absolutely cannot miss: whether you need a visa. And recently, the road to Korea just got a whole lot closer. The Korean government is launching a pilot visa-free entry program, specifically for group tourists from Indonesia. This applies to groups of 3 or more travelers booked through designated travel agencies. And the best part? They can now explore Korea for up to 15 days completely visa-free. The strategy behind this move is crystal clear. Indonesia is Southeast Asia's absolute biggest market with a massive population of 280 million. Plus, Indonesian travelers have been rushing to visit Korea like never before. Check out these numbers. They really speak for themselves. The count jumped from around 250,000 in 2023 to 330 in 2024 and cleared a whopping 360,000 just last year. That is some serious growth. Until now, getting a Korean visa in Indonesia involved a pretty complicated screening process. But now the barrier has been slashed big time. No wonder. Excitement is building over there. So Chappie, what's the word on the ground?
Major Indonesian media outlets are giving significant coverage to this visa-free policy. Especially among the younger generation passionate about K-dramas and K-pop, there's a sense of excitement that they can now travel to Korea without any paperwork procedures.
Since it's huge with Gen Z, this isn't just about the immigration. It's a smart strategy to bring in more tourists to experience Korea. On top of that, the Korean government has already introduced a temporary visa-free policy for Chinese tourists. As Chinese visitor numbers bounce back, it's already having a positive impact on boosting tourism and consumer spending. There's a lot of hope that this new visa-free program for Indonesia will also bring in more visitors and inject fresh energy into local economies. Korea is becoming more connected to the world than ever, and I can't wait to see what news stories unfold. So, what did you think of today's news? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I'm Lumi K, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!